lights you up. You'll just hear how loud it is, you hear what it's all about. And I think psychologically, because it's been a little bit sort of a tough place to come, a little bit fierce, there's been some tackles, there's been some tempo, it adds a little bit more, doesn't it? So I think that'll be the message from Pep Guardiola. Manage expectations, calm it down, take control, and be ready for the start that Leeds would expect to put on us.
Fantastic. Well, we are ready to get going with the show. We can't wait to see what you've all been up to over in Norway. Let's kick things off, though, with the big man. It's over to you, the legend that is Mr. Erling Haaland.
Hallo Oslo, velkommen til Matchday Live.
Thank you very much there, Erling. Thank you so much to Kel. Thank you to Michael Brown. Everybody, welcome to Carlsbad. We are live from Oslo. Thank you so much for joining us today. Matchday Live on tour. We've come to Norway. We've got Kel and Michael Brown pitchside at Ellen Road. And I am here with Nedum and with Sean Wright-Phillips as well. But now it is time to give you, of course, the all-important team news for today's game. So let's have a look at the City starting 11. So in goal, hoping to get his 14th clean sheet of the season today, it is Gigi Donnarumma. And then into our defence, he is a Portuguese rocking defence now. It is Matheus Nunes. Another Portuguese rock in defence, Ruben Diaz. And making his 6th Premier League start already for the Blues, Mark Gay. And joining them in defence, he's returned from AFCON like a man possessed. It is Rayan Aït-Nouri. Into midfield, Mr. Ballon d'Or himself, Rodri. And then our captain, the workhorse, the always reliable, the always running, Bernardo Silva. Our newest academy star boy, 2 goals in his last game against Newcastle for Nico O'Reilly. And 6 Premier League games already for this man as well. 3 goals, Anton Semenyo. And the absolute maverick, the wizard. I love watching this man play, Rayan Cherki. And they're joined up front by our Egyptian prince, a brilliant assist in our last game against Newcastle for Omar Marmoush. So that's our starting 11 for City today. We're going to go down to the stage now to see Nedum and Sean Wright-Phillips. Gents, talk to us about the news there. No Erling Haaland in the squad today.
Where do we begin, Sean?
Oh, to be honest, I'm really vexed right now because it's messing up my FPL team.
Really? The FPL? Did you have him as captain?
Yeah, I had him as captain, so that's quite important to me.
Yeah, I understand that. But it's huge news. You know, it's the top scorer in the Premier League, not being in the starting 11, not being in the squad, and you want to know what the reasons are. But the fact is, if we look at that starting 11 for City, it's still very good, isn't it?
It's more than very strong. Of course, you're going to miss the big man up front, especially with his goals and his presence. But what Marmoush can give you is something a bit different, but his presence is still there, and it'll be just as effective in his own way.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Okay, I've got him as my captain in FPL as well, Sean, so I feel your pain. And of course, we've come all the way to Norway as well. But do you know what? He's probably watching at home now, watching us here. So that's nice. That's nice. Right, let's talk about the team. So no Erling Haaland means that Rayan Cherki comes back into the starting 11. We haven't seen him start for a couple of weeks, but when he has done, he's so exciting. He's such a maverick, Sean. What have you made of him? How excited are you to see him today in the starting 11?
I'm always excited to see him, especially when he's playing for us or when he comes on the pitch, because he introduces that magic that can evade the low block in many ways. Like, he will take the game by the scruff of the neck, find gaps that are not there, shoot when you don't expect him to shoot, and that causes a lot of problems and panic. And as Nathan will tell you, as a defender, if you have a play like that, eventually you will start stepping out, which will create the gaps for him to play those cute passes and other people to run into.
And he plays those key passes sometimes on his right, sometimes on his left, because of course he can use both feet, Nedum. He's amazing.
Yeah, exactly, and he can use both feet really well, to the point where you don't know which one is his strongest, but he's still very good with both. And I think as a defender, I'm retired now. As a former defender, they're very, very tough to read because whenever you think something looks predictable, at times it's the exact opposite. So it's good to see him back in.
Okay, I always like to talk about Nico O'Reilly at the minute because, of course, what an incredible standout season he is having. I'm absolutely fascinated by his development as a player from an attacking midfielder to a defender, back into this midfield role now that sees him sometimes dropping into defence. Sometimes he's the highest player on the pitch, Nedum. His positioning, his intelligence, I find fascinating.
Yeah, for sure. I remember seeing him when he was in the academy and everyone was raving about him, saying how good an attacking midfielder he is. And then when he gets into the first team, at times I don't think we saw the very best of him, but very quickly you could see how he started to grow. I think his technical ability, his physicality, his understanding of the game, he's really grown into becoming one of City's most important players. And when you look at the players that they have in their squad already, I think there's huge credit to him. And when he was playing left back as an England international, he looked great. And now he looks like one of the best midfielders in the Premier League as well, so it's not too bad, is it?
He has to be on that plane in the summer. He has to be.
Has to. Seat 1A for me.
Yes, has to be. And of course, 2 goals last week against Newcastle, one of them assisted by Omar Marmoush. It was a beautiful assist by him as well. You're happy to see him in the 11 today, Sean?
Yeah, I am. Obviously, breaking in or getting regular football in this City team is not easy for everyone, no matter how good you are, because of the way we play and the standard of everybody else. But when you do get your chance, you have to try and shine or grab it or stake your claim. And I feel like he done that in the last game. And he seems to always do the right things. He works hard. He creates chances. He gets shots off. And it's honestly something we're going to need in this game because they won't come out firing. They will be a low block, and you need people like that to take chances.
Yeah, a lot of energy from Omar Marmoush, and of course always a lot of energy from Bernardo Silva as well. I've really enjoyed as well watching Bernardo Silva this season, Nedum. I feel like, I don't know if it's the captain role that he's thrived on, but I feel like he's even stepped up even further. We've seen him, he's had a couple of assists this season, but his work rate continues to just be phenomenal.
Yeah, it's absolutely astonishing, isn't it? For all the years he's been at City, he could never fault the effort and stuff that he puts in. But I think in him being, say, a captain now, like the captain, you've seen something a little bit more because of the fact is, he's like looking after other people in a more clear way. I think he's putting in so many like hard yards. He's making the tackles when he needs to in the way that Bernardo always does and seems to get away with. But he's a huge leader for the club, especially at this time because he's done it so many times before.
Oh yeah, I mean, in terms of experience, in terms of that mentality, Bernardo Silva's been there through it all. He knows exactly what it's like to be at this part of the season chasing. The mentality that he has is just phenomenal. But of course, we play today, Sean. Arsenal play tomorrow. It'd be nice, wouldn't it, just to, close that gap a little bit more before them.
Yeah, it's always nice to close the gap, but I don't think they're going into the game thinking about that. I think they've all gone into this game with the thought process of we just focus on ourselves, we try and pick up the 3 points and take it home, and whatever Arsenal do is kind of their prerogative. And I think that's the best way to set up the chase, really, because then it puts all the pressure back onto Arsenal.
Where do you see the key battles being today? Because obviously we know that Leeds are a real physical, they really, really, thrive on the physicality of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the last time City played against them, I thought they were brilliant in the second half. They made a couple of changes and it made a huge difference for not just their outlook in that game, but for the weeks ahead. So there is going to be that physicality because it's Yorkshire coming across, Manchester coming across to Yorkshire. There's that passion anyway. And they're fighting for their lives. The game itself might not be the most beautiful game they ever played, but if you want to beat them, you have to match them. The crowd's going to be right on City's case, but for those players, there's going to be plenty more times like that between now and the end of the season.
Something about Elland Road at night under the lights. I've been there many times. The atmosphere is phenomenal. So, yeah, we will have to conquer that today. We are going to go back over now to Elland Road, to pitchside with Kel and with Brownie. They're going to see what they think of that City team, and also we'll be getting the Leeds 11. Over to you, gents.
Nat, Sean, Nedum, thank you so much. What a start to the show. I just love Matchday Live being on tour. I know we're on tour in Norway. I feel like I'm on tour because I never get out of the studio. And with you, Michael Brown in Leeds, it's such a pleasure. How are you feeling about the game? I know we touched upon it earlier. Having now seen the team, the news that the big man doesn't start, has that kind of knocked confidence a little bit? Yeah.
Do you know, whenever Erling Haaland is not available, that is a big shock. It's big news to everybody, to supporters, to world football people who are putting in their teams every single week. That's the normal. But I feel like we've seen a little bit of a shift and a change to Manchester City's setup. Whether it be 2 strikers at the top, we're able to split them, trying to occupy the defensive lines. It's definitely a different shift for Pep Guardiola. Erling Haaland's had to do it, whether it's Marmoush, whether it's Semenyo. I think we're ready for it. I think we can change and maybe adapt to it. But he is a big miss.
You think maybe we're able to go a bit more direct, maybe use the pace. I was interested when you were talking to me about kind of the way that we'll probably utilise Shirky and Semenyo without Haaland. You say it almost becomes like a box 4 midfield and like a 4-4-2, but the two aren't in the middle. The two are wider.
I think you just got to look at Nico O'Reilly can be flexible out of possession. He can go and drop in the wider one. Ryan Shirky can go and drop down the right-hand side. Mamouche or Antoine Semenyo can also help. Bernardo's got such flexibility. Rodri, he is what he is.
Of course.
But I think when we're looking at the setup to change in possession, the two we need at the top of the pitch, splitting strikers, wider positions to keep the full-back of Leeds or any team has been Mamouche, Semenyo, and Haaland has been. So that is the main thing and the main change we've seen from Pep Guardiola of recent weeks. But the flexibility, we can say, right, okay, we're going to change it. We're going to go, right, one focal point. Ryan Shirky can play off one side, or it could be a Mamouche off the other. There's loads of flexibility within that system. We can change it at any point and shift. So I think with the players we've got, I think that allows it. But what we have got at the top of the pitch is pace.
Yes.
And dynamism, a bit to really to push back into far corners and turn teams around. You're going to need that, aren't you, tonight?
And I also wanted to get your opinion on, obviously, having played here. You know the stadium, you know the fans. Everyone speaks about the Ellen Road atmosphere. It's my first time experiencing it. It's going to be under the floodlights. What's City's best way to counter that?
Well, I think straight away, I think the supporters expect something different. So, like when we watch Manchester City, we say, right, with Pep, it's one of those, we're going to control possession, we're going to dictate, we're going to control the game, but not necessarily with a tackle, with a bite or a press. At Leeds United and Ellen Road particularly, they're going to say, right, we want you to get after people, we want you strong in the tackle, we want you to get in behind them, we want to put pressure on, be physical, be a little bit sort of, I don't know, a little bit
tenacious.
Nasty, tenacious, a little bit, you know what, this is Ellen Road, this is what we're about, this represents the supporters. So it's dealing with that straight away. So I think we're more than ready for it.
Fantastic. Well, let's see who we're coming up against today then. We brought you the Manchester City team. This is how Leeds are shaping up. So we have Bogle, Goodmanson, Roden, Strike, Justin, Ampadu, Gruev, Stack, Aronson, and the big man, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Subs are just on your screens there to the right. We've not got our big man. I would like to start with their big man, Calvert-Lewin, and I've said, given how Leeds are now doing, and if they stay up, that could arguably be one of the best bits of business that any club has done in the transfer window. He's been so good for Leeds, and he's a real threat.
Well, he is a threat. We know what he's about. I think it's being more of momentum, minutes, playing to his strengths. And it was at the Etihad where he sort of made that difference. It was off an easy chance right in front of goal. Then it's given him a lift to get into double figures.
Yeah.
When you sign somebody, so what he's going to bring. There was other clubs maybe thinking about going to take Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but his availability, you always sort of question, could he sustain it? Could he be in for some time? But now he's leading the line really well, and they're starting to test, they're starting to put you into different situations, from crosses, from runs, and he's a bit of a pest, isn't he?
Yeah.
Aerially as well, he's a good outball for them when we're going to go and try and press the ball against Leeds United. So Ampadu in the middle, he's been very, very important for them, and Aronson. A lot of people don't really like Brendan Aronson, but you look at the amount of managers that pick him, the amount of minutes that he's played for this side. He's clever, he's a good footballer, he's not necessarily someone who sets it a pace or something different, but he's always in and around, he's very consistent. So they've built a good team, they've changed the flexibility, not necessarily just having two right at the top of the pitch, is what we've seen sort of when he first jumped up on this, Daniel Farke. So he jumped on, he said, right, we're going to get two at the top of the pitch, we're going to go with the back five, but now he's sort of gone 1-on-1. Yeah. So again, it's just someone jumping on the back of a Rodri, trying to stop build-up, and can you get there and support wherever you can. So they've got momentum, they're on a decent run, they can cause big teams problems, they can score goals, and in the Premier League, when you're a newly promoted side, that is the key.
Off that as well, you know, they are fighting for survival, but a lot has been talked about that the turning point for their season was almost in that second half against us. Now, obviously, I know you played for them. What do you make of their prospects? And obviously, it gives them a little something else to be, you know, an extra edge they're going for on the pitch.
Do you know, I was actually on commentary on the gantry with it's going to be a long second half. Daniel Farke is under pressure. Could be 3, 4, 5. Damage limitation. and then to go and change like he did. And I thought it was just sort of he fell on it. But then I'm just here, and I get here Ellen Road today, and some people in the media room are sort of going, well, they had been working on that. They had been doing something, and I'm thinking, well, really?
Yeah.
I'd be honestly, are you telling the truth? They tried to protect the manager slightly. But you know what? Hasn't he got a result?
Yeah.
He didn't really want to do it. He didn't really show flexibility. But when he was on the ropes, he did it, and he's found a formula now to almost get Leeds United over the line. If they to stay up, I know that's not ambitious, but I really believe that's a real success for this season.
Completely agree. Right, we're going to head back to Oslo, but before we do, Michael Brown, I have to say I've loved Sean Wright-Phillips and Nedum Onuoha, seeing what they've been getting up to. We've got more of that to come. I also know that Sean in particular doesn't like the cold, so I'm sure he's had the layers on, but I wanted you to send them a question back in Norway, please.
That's a given, though, isn't it? We don't like the cold. Tobogganing, is that what they were doing?
I think it was, yeah.
Now, what I want to know is, and I'm guessing I know the answer already.
Okay.
Who got to the bottom first? Out to Sean Wright-Phillips and Nedum, and why has Natalie not been involved? That's not the only subject they've been doing.
Yeah.
Why is she not been taking part? We're a collective here
We're
at
a team.
Manchester City. We're a team. You've got to get involved in the challenges. Please tell us why.
Thank you very much to Kel and to Michael Brown. So we are still live here in Carlsbad in Oslo. And Brownie and Kel, I agree. I was not invited to take part in the winter sports. I'm only presuming they've heard about my sporting ability and did not want to embarrass me.
No comment.
See, I told you. They've had a word, haven't they? Right, Brownie wants to know, and we don't want to ruin our video later, but of course you did some winter sports while you've been here. Brownie asked who got to the bottom first.
Was it you?
But is that without coming off? Or like...
If it was straight down, it would have been me. But with the bends, it was very much you. I think he was more the master of the slopes than I was. I'll give him credit where it's due.
Yeah, if the question was who came off first, that might be different. We'll see that a little bit later as well.
You'll see it. You'll see it, yeah.
Can't wait for you all to see it. So, yes, we are indeed here. It's Matchday Live on tour, live in Oslo. We are in Norway, and we asked some of the fans here if they'd like the opportunity to ask our legends a question. So we've got William first up. William, what would you like to ask our legends?
So, yeah, there's like a really big game now on Ellen Road. So how did you guys prepare for a big game like this?
Me, I kind of kept mine always the same. I never changed. It was just always music, hang out, have a laugh. My pre-match, I think, was the most boring pre-match ever. It was just sea bass, mash, and plain pasta. And it stayed like that for, I reckon, about 15 years.
No sauce, nothing?
Just olive oil. I didn't like to change anything. That was about it.
Yeah, so that wasn't me, because I'm not a weirdo. But I think my food was mixed. It kind of depended on what I was into at the time. But when it came down to match day, I just like to relax and enjoy myself in the changing rooms. I think there were some people that needed to be on schedule, but as long as I was like talking to my peers and we were looking forward to the game, then I always felt good. And if I feel good, I feel like I'd play good.
Did you have a certain food then, or did you change it up?
Nah, it's just I'm not as rigid as this guy, so
Just whatever you felt like.
Yeah, whatever I feel like, I go with the vibes.
Lucky for you.
Sea bass, rice and mash, and olive oil. Whoa.
Oh, and Parmesan cheese.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
let's change
yeah.
the colour there.
Thank you, William. Thank you very much for the question. On your side, Nedum, we've got a question from Swear.
Hello. Going back to the famous game in 2012, what went through your mind when Queen's Park Rangers scored the second goal? You could give the title to Man United.
I would just like to say that, firstly, I never think about Man United unless you pay me to. That's the first thing. So I wasn't thinking about them in that moment. I'll be completely honest with you. I think from my side and Sean's, as professionals, we had a job to do in trying to stay up for Queen's Park Rangers. And at that time, it was a confusing experience, especially for myself, who'd never been there to play against City before. And what's easier to talk about is when the game finished and we all realised that everybody on that pitch in that stadium had achieved whatever they wanted to achieve and needed to achieve. And that high, that feeling, like after it goes 3-2 ourselves at QPR, we realise that we're safe afterwards, by the way, so don't listen to any conspiracy theories. This is afterwards. The relief was so huge. And if that game would have gone on for another 10 minutes, maybe there would be a conspiracy theory because the game didn't matter to anybody anymore. But that feeling, as I say, to see the pitch invasion, to see some of our good friends for City finally win the Premier League title. But for us who've left to, you know, to have stayed in the league and to know that we get a chance to do it all again the next year, you know, it's probably one of the best days of my life, not just in my career.
Great question, great answer. Yeah. I interviewed a certain Mr. Wayne Rooney a couple of weeks ago, and I pushed him on that conspiracy theory that he is part of. Yes, and said they stayed up. They were celebrating because they stayed up.
It makes sense, doesn't it? But, you know, obviously it's too simple for some people.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you very much, gents. We have had a couple of comments as well onto YouTube as well. Katie said, just to remind us that it is technically Kushanov's birthday today, as he was born on the 29th of February.
Yes.
A
true.
big happy birthday to 4-year-old Kushanov today. Congratulations to him. So, thank you as always for sending in all of your questions. Right, we are going to head back over now to Ellen Road, to Kel and to Michael. They are joined by former Norwegian player and broadcaster Jan Frøytoft. No?
Jan, thank you so much for joining us today. Absolute pleasure to have you on the show and be with you here at Ellen Road. What are your thoughts on the game today? It feels like a huge fixture.
Yeah, I went here when Arsenal were here, and we were thinking, well, maybe they can leave something here, and then they had an unbelievable statement win here. Leeds weren't even dangerous in any department at that time, and you feel the same thing today with Manchester City. I think we have to be honest; they have to win tonight.
Yeah, I think that's the case. We were just speaking before the interview about Manchester City on the road. I think, is that the next improvement for Manchester City?
Well, it's hard to say a great team like this where they can improve, but you sometimes feel, if you compare them with Arsenal, is that sometimes City, although they have a great new centre half that they got in the winter window, they're still a bit more vulnerable. Out of nothing, things can happen, and I think that is advantage Arsenal, and these are the places where you've got to go now in this end of the season battles to get all 3 points.
We know that you follow City quite closely, Jan. I just wondered what your thoughts and assessment were of City's season so far.
Well, we have to remember what season they came from. I mean, last season they kind of saved the Champions League place, which was very unnatural for City because you are so used to them setting fantastic high standards. The way you improved yourself in the winter window was fantastic. And now they're up there. But I mean, who should we compare them with? Because we end up comparing them with Manchester City teams that are winning all the titles. So to say that Manchester City will have a bad season when they can win the Premier League, it's a bit funny.
It's amazing. How do you see the game going today? Because the atmosphere here, we talked about in the build-up, playing here, etc. Does City need to control it? Do they need to come out, put pressure on, or what is it? Do they need to go back to front a little bit quicker?
That's why I started with Arsenal, because we thought that's the same thing, because this is one of those places you go where pitch should mirror the crowd. But in the game against Arsenal, there was nothing of it. Arsenal dominated the game from the start. I think that Manchester City need to come here to be Manchester City, to keep the ball, get a chest up, because you know what Leeds will try to do, but they not always manage to do that, but they're in form, so it's going to be a hell of a game.
Now, one thing Manchester City fans did not want to see was obviously Erling Haaland not travelling today. I mean, it goes without saying, that feels like a huge loss, Jan.
What are you going to talk about in the show today?
I had to change everything. I just had to change threw everything away.
And you've got a special guest today as well.
Exactly. I got Ellie's babysitter, Irene Bakke.
That's your name now, isn't it?
I got the father of, and I got his babysitter. And by the way, Irene Bakke and Alfie both played for Leeds United, so I'm going to have them here today. No, but of course, it's bad for Manchester City, and even when you see that game against Newcastle, because Erling, as long as I've known him, he's always making new things to his football life. Now the last thing is that he's working defensively, more touches. He never had more touches than he had in his last Premier League game. He was back in the defence, so that would be a big miss, of course. I mean, that is, I don't have to say that.
Can you tell us, we've got Alfie coming hopefully a little bit later. Can you tell me what he was good at and how he performed at both clubs?
Well, I remember Alfie came into the national team. That was the first time I met him. He was like he is today, just younger. But he was an all-rounder. He was a tough guy. He also improved. He was also one of those players. He started as a right back in the national team, and suddenly he was a captain playing in midfield for you guys. So he got a lot of. I mean, all that Norwegian generation, and we are somehow the same generation. We had to work very hard to get out the potential what we had. Try to get up to that 100%. But he was a team player, and he was a great player. And sometimes, and we talked a bit about that. Sometimes now he's just a father of, but he is. Nice.
Tell a story you just told us. They were at an awards thing, right? And he's signing away forever.
Yeah,
and they just said, well, was he that much better than Oslo?
I was going into a award with Egil Østenstad, also a former City player, but more well-known in England for playing at Southampton. And we went in, and everybody wanted a selfie with Alfie, and me and Egil just went waiting for the entrance. And when he came back, I'm not allowed to. Is it allowed to swear on this program?
Don't swear.
No, okay. No, don't swear. And I came back. I said to Egil, when Alfie listening, he wasn't that much better than us. What is this all about? But Alfie is very comfortable about that role as well, and we have to give him a compliment. The way he has kind of being a CEO of that team Haaland, he's done fantastically.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate to follow their career since he was in Salzburg, and Alfie, wow, he was a great player, but he's even a better CEO of Team Haaland.
Just speaking of now, look, you mentioned your generation. This new generation in Norway feels particularly exciting, obviously led by the big man. I mean, one of our former players, Oscar Bob. There's a younger player who we brought back from loan from Middlesbrough, Sverre Nippon, and I know is arguably probably one of the most highly thought of young players coming through in Norway. Could you tell us a little bit more about him?
Yeah, it's funny, like a small football nation like Norway, a different personality goes in waves. We used to be the big guys, and we were all 6'3" and
yeah,
good.
We can see that.
You can see that. But now we got this Martin Ødegaard kind of generation. Martin started as a 15-year-old, and now we get the same mold like Oscar Bob, Sverre Nypan, and I'm very excited to see that he's now coming back from my old club Middlesbrough, but coming here now to improve his game, and you can only get better to play with the best players in the world. So I'm very excited about his future.
Fantastic. Jan, it's been so great to have you on. Thank you for joining us.
And sorry for I was the only Norwegian striker here today. That kind of took it away.
Hey, well, I'll take it, because at least I got to meet him and spend time with him.
Okay,
Jan, thank you so much.
Cheers,
Thank you so much there. Thank you to Kel. Thank you to Michael Brown. Now, when I introduced Jan a minute ago in Norway, we are live from Oslo, there was a collective groan at how bad my Norwegian pronunciation was. So I've been practicing. I'm going to ask you, groan if it's awful again. Jan Fjørtoft. Was that yes? Okay. Thank you.
Here we go.
I'm trying. I love this country. I'm very respectful. I'm trying. So I'm sat now with the official supporters club. We were just chatting there. Fascinating. So many of the members of the official supporters clubs are season ticket holders at the Etihad. We were just talking. You've been season ticket holders for how many years?
Many years. I don't recall, honestly speaking.
I think 20 years.
Yeah, but supporting City since the end of the 60s. So I'm too old, but that's another matter.
Phenomenal support in Norway. Are you having a nice time? Obviously, having City come to Norway must be a lovely change for you.
Oh, it's a great experience, and to get to talk to Sean and Nedum again, it's a lot of fun.
Yes, we are having a lot of fun. We appreciate your hospitality with us as well. Behind me, we do have Sean and Nedum. I'll high five. I'll pass this over to Sean now.
Passing the buck and all that, haven't we? So for me, like, it's been wicked to be here, wicked to see, lovely to meet all the fans. How long did it take you for the growth to get this big?
Well, it's we had 600 members back in the 70s. As I said previously, we were formed in 1974, but it went a little bit downhill in the 80s, down to about 200. But those 200 are still with us today. I mean, that's something. That's why a few of us are all heads.
We celebrate the little things. And, exactly. And before the show started, we signed 10 shirts for you. Yeah. You don't look like somebody that needs 10 shirts signed, so where are they going?
They're going to Manchester, and we have a raffle on each home game to support Once a Blue. So those shirts signed by David White, Peter Barnes, and those guys, you know, and especially you two now, they're going to be used as raffle on the home games to raise money for Once a Blue.
Awesome. Some good people here.
Isn't it?
Some really good people.
Do you want to change seats?
No?
Thank you. Thank you very much, thank you. Okay, I'm going to have a little look down here. Let's wander back, let's say hi to some other fans, if you can see me out in the crowd here. Oh, you took your glasses off there, sir, like you were ready for me. Tell me, how long have you been supporting City?
Pardon?
How many years have you supported us?
Since 1966.
I can't get over how phenomenal the support is out here. Wow, that's incredible. Are you having a lovely time at the event?
Now, I grew up in Portsmouth. It was a great period for Manchester City. Since my father was a Spurs fan, I had to go with a winning team.
Good choice, sir. Good choice. Thank you. Lovely to meet you all. Thank you so much for being here. So I've been teasing this to the supporters club here for hours now. I cannot wait for you all to see. We have kept Sean and Nedum very busy while they've been here in Norway. We sent them out to try some winter sports, and you know what? They did incredible. Have a look at this.
Oh. Okay, you're not supposed to knock the pin down. It's not bowling.
Yes! Right, so we're here in Norway at the curling club, and we've got a message from Sverre Nipan. Should we see what he's got to say? Let's hear this.
Hi Nedum, hope you're enjoying your time in Norway, and today you're going to try curling. Hope you succeed with that.
I think I'm going to be successful. What about you?
Well, clearly you are, because he's only mentioned your name, so I must be the amateur here.
Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out.
So, welcome guys to Big Day Curling Club. I don't know, have you played curling before?
Never.
No, okay. So, let's run through the basics then. The sheet is 45 meters long. You push out with the normal shoe and slide on the slippery shoe with the broom in one hand and the stone in the other. But before you reach the hog line, you're releasing the stone with curl. Curling, hey? Huh?
You're asking a bit too much there.
So, you're aiming here, and then the stone will turn
I understand it now.
to the left, like this.
Hey, listen, man, I don't know how this inner city boy ended up here, but we're curling.
I want to give it a go, innit? I want to see the difference. Yeah, let me put it back on. It's when you take off this thing here.
Okay. Okay, things have changed.
The difference is mad.
Things have changed. Whoa.
Scoot! Look at Speedy. My groins are going to be killing me.
I'm not ready for this. I'm not going to lie. I'm not ready for this. How have you found me on the ice again?
Whoa! So, right. I'm just running.
Right, do something! Do something! Ricey, do something!
Do something!
All right, I'm done. Oh my God.
That is a shit.
Come on, yeah, let's look good. And then slide on the left one. No.
Oh, what's he doing?
The other foot.
It's illegal.
Just slide on, down, yes,
it,
and
that's
then
it.
release. Okay. That's good.
Go! Wait for it.
Hey! Yeah, good one. Really good one.
He's in there.
It's on the pin, man.
He's in right now.
Yeah, real
Now
good.
what?
Okay, sweep. Go to the stone. Det glatt, Pia.
Why is he sweeping already?
Because I want to give it.
What's it?
I'm giving it the edge.
What's this?
In her, den som rygg. Nice. Really good line. Sweep a bit. Sweep. Sweep. Come on, Nathan. Harder. Nathan.
I'm trying.
Hard.
That's no problem. Hey, this is so much fun, man.
Sweet.
Hi Sean, hope you're enjoying your time in Norway. Today you're going to be having a go at the luge. Good luck and enjoy.
So, righty, this feels a bit different. How are you feeling about tobogganing?
I was all right about it until we got here and I realised we can't see more than 5 foot in front of us.
Yeah, that's a problem. But it's exciting, man. We're doing new things.
You think it's exciting when you walk into a building and you say to the lady, "Is it safe?" And she goes,
Whoa! He's gone! Yeah, I'm going to be folded in a second. Turn drum. Go. Murph, watch out.
Oh yeah, it does. It works. Woo, it's cold, boy. Oh. Hey, man. Oh, this camera's gonna come off. Whoa. Did it? I just went into the tree. Wait. Whoa. Oh,
Jesus.
There's concrete there. Oh, Jesus. Sorry.
Sean, are you okay?
I thought I was after that, but this morning I'm clearly not. I've got more bruises than I thought I had.
There we go. I think that's when it's just starting to go wrong. What I love about that most is that you were doing so well. Like, you looked so happy with yourself. You were doing so well, and then Nedum just came up behind you.
Hey, everyone saw the video. He slowed down and turned into me.
No. The problem was, all I remember Nedum is saying, "Sorry, bro. Are you okay?" And then he just carried on going.
This is it. This is the moment here.
And I wasn't smiling. I wasn't smiling. I was really sad, actually.
How fast were you going?
Too fast. That's all I can say. It was way too fast. But it was a lot of fun, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Definitely do it again.
You would do it again?
I would do it again.
100%.
Yes.
100%, yeah.
Okay, well, of course, that wasn't the only thing we got you doing. We got you playing curling as well. First of all, Nedum, are you hearing someone shout, "Sweep, sweep," in your dreams at night?
Listen, I was just trying to do my job. If someone shouts sweep, I will sweep. I don't know how to sweep, but I will sweep. Whereas for Sean, I don't know. Do you see what he was sweeping? He's sweeping 10 metres ahead for some reason.
Yeah, but...
It's ridiculous.
Pia shouted "Koost." I didn't know what that meant at that time.
We didn't mean run away.
Well, I didn't know that that meant sweep either.
Yeah, it was, you know, it was a great experience, and I think what was even better about that one was that I won 4-1.
Nobody saw that, though.
I won 4-1. You may not have seen it,
no
but I
proof.
won 4-1. Okay? Congratulations to me.
Well, we actually have the lovely people from the curling and the tobogganing that looked after you. They're up on the balcony. Thank you so much for looking after our legends. Is it true? Did Nedum win 4-1? Give us a thumbs up.
4-1, thumbs up.
Thumbs up if Nedum won. Oh, okay,
see,
yeah,
look,
okay.
4-1.
And
Winners.
do we think they have a future in curling or tobogganing? No.
Thanks.
That was quite... Nedum, I thought you looked pretty professional.
That's by comparison to this guy. Yeah, that's the bar. That's the bar, yeah.
There's one shot of you, though. You're on your one knee, and you're so...
Yeah, I'm not
I've seen that on the Winter Olympics.
I think I was more about the end result, not necessarily the process. Would you say that's fair? Would you say that's fair, guys? Yeah? Yeah, I think that's fair.
But, of course, the main thing is, did you enjoy it?
Yeah,
we did. It's a lot harder than we both thought.
Yes.
Put it that way.
Yeah, but we'll definitely do it again.
Yes.
Even the curling?
I'm not good enough. I need a lot more lessons, if I'm totally honest. But yeah, there's a lot more to it. It's like very technical.
Yeah, it's very technical, which is why I won 4-1. Yeah, that's correct.
It's the delicate hands, isn't it?
Yeah,
big guy,
of course.
Lovely and soft at heart.
Hands off me, you. Yeah, it was great fun. It was great fun.
What's been your favourite thing about your time in Oslo?
The people, for me. Just meeting everybody. I think it's been wicked. I think they've welcomed us all with open arms. They had a lot of patience, especially for me and Nedum, when we first went on to curling, because we knew it was quite strict, but as you saw, us two together don't really do serious that often, so it made it a little bit complicated.
Yeah, for sure. The people have been great, and the way they've helped us start to understand their culture, I think it's been a big thing, whether it's the winter sports or just the way they live day-to-day life. It's been absolutely incredible. To get a chance to come here, it's been fantastic.
Well, you both always throw yourselves into any challenge that we give you, so we appreciate it. This is our third Matchday Live on tour. You've been, well, you're Mr. Matchday Live on tour, Nedum. You've been to South Korea, you've been to Shenzhen in China as well. There was us in South Korea, which was also for the Leeds game, but the reverse fixture as well. And there's yourself and Kel and Scott Carson in China as well. I mean, you're having a lovely time.
It's me on tour, isn't it? Matchday Live on tour, personified. There we go. Yeah. They've been absolutely incredible, and to get a chance to go and meet fans from all around the world and to connect in that way, like, it's a privilege for us, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
I agree. So it's always, I love meeting the fans from around the world and seeing the passion levels are the same no matter where you are. So thank you very much. Thank you, as always, as well, for just having a go when we put you in stuff. We appreciate it. Now, we are, of course, here in Oslo in Norway, but 3 of the members of the official supporters club from here have travelled to Leeds. So let's go back over to pitchside with Kel.
Now I'm delighted because I've almost found a little bit of Norway here in Ellen Road. I'm joined by some of our Norwegian Manchester City fans. Gentlemen, come on, so great to be here. Come on! First of all, I mean, I know you're part of the Oslo official supporters club. Can you tell me a little bit more about that and how long you've been members?
I mean, we're part of the Scandinavian supporter branch, and I mean, his father, Magne, is watching the game from Oslo right now with the other Norwegian supporter branch. So it's very nice to be here, and it's nice to be a part of the
community.
Yeah.
And the thing is, me and my brother, our first game was in 2014. Scandinavian supporter branch hooked us up with the tickets. Since then, we've been in good contacts with the Scandinavian supporter branch. Lovely people, lovely guys. That's why we're here today.
It's great to see you've made the journey. How are you feeling about the game, and what are you expecting today?
I reckon today we gotta show why we're going to win the title.
Love that.
Because now Arsenal, they're showing cracks.
Yeah.
So today, City got to show why City's going to win the league.
Yeah.
No question about it. Today, hopefully, it's going to be a dominating game. We got to show why we're going to win the league, basically. There's no questions about it. We got to dominate today.
Yeah.
No draws. No draws, just 3 points.
Only points. Only points.
Tell you what, get these boys in the changing room. I've also, obviously, we're doing a massive show centred around Norway, which is brilliant. Yeah. You must be so excited by this generation of Norwegian players. You look at, you know, Oscar Bob. I mean, we've got a young one, Sverre Nippon, Erling Haaland, you know, Odegaard. How exciting is it for you guys to be supporting just Norway and this generation of players?
I mean, it's very funny for us Norwegians because we're such a small country, but at the same time we have a lot of good players. So, like, of course, Erling Haaland, big man up front, and Sverre Nippon, and like, how is it that a small country like Norway can dominate in a big sport like this?
Yeah, and bring through so many.
And also, we just got qualified for the World Cup, the first time in like 20 years. So we will be there in the US as well. The Norwegians, they're here, and we will be there in the future as well.
So we're showing strength in both the Premier League and the World Cup.
And around the world. Yeah. We love to see it. Gents, it's been so great to have you on. Obviously, we are live in Norway, so I'm going to leave you with this. Would you like to send anyone a message? Or send up yes.
My father is watching in Norway.
Yeah, okay.
He's there.
Oh, wow.
So I want to say hi, Dad.
One more.
Right.
Yeah. We also want to say thank you to Tor.
Yeah. The leader, he is such a great guy.
Yeah.
Tor, he's fixed everything. That's the reason me and Henrik met when we were in Manchester.
Wow.
Tor set us up. Now we're stuck with each other. Yeah. It's an amazing culture and amazing people, and we're very grateful for the experience that we can be here in Manchester, and it's amazing.
Thank you, Tor Sønsteby.
Yeah.
Big man, Tor. Big man, Tor.
One or two. Well, listen, back to your Norway. Well, if everyone's like that, there you are. The atmosphere must be amazing. Come on.
Oh, that's amazing. I've had the pleasure of meeting Tor already. Shout out to Tor, he's amazing. And also, I think we found that young man's dad in the crowd. Have we found him? Have we found his dad? Was that your son, sir?
Yes, that's my son.
Oh,
nice to see you on the telly.
excellent, I just want to say excellent parenting. Thank you as always. You've raised him well.
Thank you.
Connecting families on Match Day Live. Thank you so much. I love that. They've gone to Leeds. We're over here in Oslo. We are coming live from Carlsbad and we are about to play a quiz. We're going to give you an opportunity, no matter where you're watching from around the world, the chance to win a signed Erling Haaland shirt. So the QR code is on your screen right now, or you can go to mancity.com/quiz. It is 5 questions. And although, unfortunately, he is not playing today, there is plenty to cheer about when we say Erling Haaland. So shortly you will have the chance to win a signed Erling Haaland shirt. 5 questions all about Erling. You get extra points for the speed as well. So go really quickly, however you're watching, your computer, your device, whatever you're on, go really quickly with the quiz as well. So 5 questions. We've got an Erling Haaland signed shirt to give away here in Oslo and one that we're going to give away at the rest of the world as well. So question number 1. Let's go. Which club did Erling Haaland make his professional debut? Was it Brina, Molde, Red Bull Salzburg or Borussia Dortmund? Answer as quick as you can. Which club did Erling Haaland make his professional debut for? Oh, some concerned fakeness. They're discussing it there, aren't they? Quick, you need to press it. Quick, 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 quick. Okay, 5 seconds to go, and then we'll take a little look. Who got this one right? I'm hoping my Norwegian pronunciation was a bit better there. Brina? 54 of you went. And the answer... Oh, 54 of you got it! Congratulations. I feel like that was an easy one. We're warming you up. We're warming you up, all you Erling Haaland fans. Question number 2. Prior to making his international debut for Norway, Erling Haaland was eligible to play for which other national team? Finland, England, Germany or Austria? Remember, answer as quick as you can. You get extra points for speed. I'm thinking everybody here's already answered. Because as soon as that question came up, the fingers started going down really quickly. You think you've got... Okay, so I'm having a look there. Everybody around me is going for the same answer. 5 seconds to go if you haven't yet. Go, 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 go. Okay, so the majority of people in here, 105 went for England, 10 Finland, 5 Germany. Of course, the answer is England. And the English FA will forever regret not chasing him down as a child. Okay, we move on to question number 3. Erling was born in the UK back in 2000, but which city was he born in? Manchester, Sheffield, Leeds or London? Okay, that's got people talking. We've got some head shakes around us. Okay, we've got some... What are you getting on? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let me just have a little sneak. Everybody's going. Everybody around me's gone for exactly the same answer. We've got some serious Erling fans in the house. Of course we have in Oslo. Right. The majority of you, 115 people, went for Leeds. Is the answer Leeds? Yes, the answer is Leeds. Okay, we're going to take a second. We've got 2 more questions, but I want to have a look at a leaderboard. I want to get some tension going here. So first of all, who's winning? Oslo or the rest of the world? It's Oslo. Of course it is Oslo. And who is currently winning on our player leaderboard? Thomas G in Oslo. He's winning in second. Victor G in Oslo. Right, where's Thomas G? Where is it? Where's Thomas G down on the floor? Right, Thomas, 2 more questions. You could win an Erling Haaland signed shirt. Oslo is thumping the rest of the world right now, wherever you're watching around the world. Come on, you've got this. Ready, question number 4. Erling is the quickest player to score 3 Premier League hat-tricks, breaking Michael Owen's record of 3 Premier League hat-tricks in 48 games. How many games did it take Erling Haaland to score 3 Premier League hat-tricks? 8 games, 18 games, 28 games, or 38 games? The question is so long, it's covering up most of my face. Right. 8 games, 18 games, 28 games, 38. Okay. Oh, we've got differing answers here. 78 people went 8. 47 went 18. Okay. This one's got you. You know how good he is. How dare you not say 8 games, all of you? Well done to the 78 in here that said 8 games. Okay, we've got our final question. Now, I'm going to give you a little hint on this one. You need to read the answers carefully. Cheat meal is the question. When asked in an interview, what did Erling say his favourite cheat meal was? Pizza, kebab, pizza kebab, kebab pizza. It is not, someone shouted, isn't it the same? It is not the same. It is not the same. Pizza kebab, kebab pizza. Now this is not coming from me, this is coming from Erling, so I don't want anyone blaming me. What did Erling say his favourite cheat meal was? I'm excited to see what people have gone for here. Okay, so there's a split between pizza kebab and kebab pizza. Before we give you the answer, oh no, there it is. It's kebab pizza. I was just going to let you all know that kebab pizza is a pizza that's got kebab meat on it, whereas a pizza kebab is a kebab that's got pizza toppings on it, apparently. We've all learned something today. But you know what? If it's good enough for Erling, it's good enough for us. So let's have a look. Who's won, Oslo or the rest of the world? Oslo! Woo! And here, the most important one. Who's won the signed Erling Haaland shirt? Tina! Where's Tina? Go on, Tina! Get yourself on stage! Congratulations to Tina. Got all 5 questions right. Bonus points for doing it fast. Well done to Tina. Well done to everybody. Thank you very much for taking part. Congratulations to Oslo, who beat the rest of the world as well. And Tina's got herself a signed Erling Haaland shirt. Now, earlier this week, Owen Hargreaves spoke to our Erling Haaland about some of his greatest goals for City so far.
Look at some of your goals. I mean, we're not going to put them all in because we'd be here probably for a week. Talk me through this one. You remember it?
No, I remember, first of all, I didn't touch the ball. And I think it's like 15 minutes. I haven't had a touch on the ball.
Not one?
No.
Wicked.
This is my first touch in the game.
What a touch.
Which is nice. Pep told us before the game, Joshko, Erling, there will be space there if you do the run, if you do the right timing, all of this.
It's really interesting as well. He's already looking for you.
Yeah.
The back line, you look at them, they've actually got quite a good shape.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know you got a lot of amazing attributes. I think one of your greatest is your anticipation.
Mm-hmm. And it's probably went out 5 meters as well.
Yeah, but I think
from the box, which is also the small detail why it's possible.
I mean, to be fair, these guys can't give you that space, can they? When those centre backs leave a gap like that.
No, they can't.
I mean, that ball is amazing.
Yeah, the ball is perfect, and also the finish is perfect. But I mean, there was too much gap from the left centre back to Dyer there, and at this level with Joshko, you demand this ball to be perfect because he's an amazing player, and also with me, you demand me to do the good run and to score because that's my job and that's what I'm good at, you know. So it's a better goal than I expected. I agree with you.
Touches don't really matter. Goals matter, right? I heard you say something before about they got a lot of ball players on the team. Your job is to get on the end of it, and I think that's a really good example. Do you remember this goal?
Yeah, I do. It was.
I love this.
Such a good feeling.
He's obviously trying to get physical with you, isn't he?
Yeah, if you even take it more behind, you look at that, he keeps on pulling me all of this, and then I pull him back and I go in front of him.
Yeah. When the ball is obviously here, and you're here, you're often kind of the other side of where the ball is, isn't it? Because if you're here, then all you can do is really be a wall player, right?
Yeah.
Once that ball goes down that line, which we've seen loads, you know that ball's coming across, and he's the defender here. I think he's lost you. He doesn't know what side he is. And obviously, you can get him to go that way, but ultimately you're trying to get back into there, aren't you? And I just love how you kind of set him up there, take him that way, boom. I mean, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's a small few details in the run, which is in the end why I scored this goal, and also in this game the 2-0 goal as well. I managed to drag the centre back with me, and Bernardo goes free with no one around him and head it in the back of the net as well, which is also good.
All right, we're going to look at a few goals. I guess you don't really need any.
I've seen this a few times.
Is this the greatest goal you've ever scored?
Yeah. also the occasion as well.
I mean, how on earth? Zhao's probably the only player that probably could have played that with the outside of his foot, isn't he?
Exactly, probably him and Kevin.
But to play it, you know, to think that you're going to score there with a scorpion kick is just, I mean, that, it's ridiculous.
It's, I agree. It's a mad goal. I think this goal is you can't explain it. I think it was almost written in the stars because it was against the former club and it was really special. And then this just happens, Zhao, with probably the best assist that no one ever talks about because the goal is so good and the finish is so good, you know. Yeah. And crazy finish.
What a ball that is by Cancelo! Sometimes you cannot believe your eyes. What a moment here at the Etihad.
Thank you very much, Tim Erling. Welcome back to Carlsberg. We are live in Oslo, Norway. This is Matchday Live on tour. Now, yesterday the Champions League draw took place. We now know what the pathway looks like to the final. We know the road to Budapest. City will have to overcome Real Madrid once again, but of course we've already beaten them at the Bernabeu this season, so I'm not scared. So what we thought we would do is have a look at the pathway through to the final and get the opinion of Sean and Nedum about who they think is going to go how far, who's going to win it, who's going to get to the finals. We're going to do the full works. You ready, gents?
For the record, we make no mistakes, so how this goes is how it's going to be. Make sure you take note.
Mystic Nedum.
We make no mistakes.
Right, let's have a look. Let's start up here. So the first game we're going to look at, Newcastle will take on Barcelona. Right, gents, what do you think?
Barca.
Oh, you said that in unison.
Barca.
Okay, Barca is the answer. And then it'll be Atletico Madrid versus Spurs. So, Atleti or Spurs?
Atleti.
Do you think that one will be close?
Nah.
Not currently, no. Not right now.
Okay, so you've just knocked out two English teams immediately.
It's a tough start. It's just the way it goes, huh?
It's Champions League, isn't it?
Champions League. Okay, so then it'll be Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid in the quarter-finals. Okay, that's all Spanish. What are you thinking?
I'd take Barca.
Yeah,
Barca, right?
two legs, I'll say Barca.
Yeah. Barca too strong?
I think they're the better team, yeah.
Okay, so we have our first semi-finalist just like that. That's how easy it is in the Champions League. Barcelona are through to the semi-finals. Okay, let's move down. Okay, Norway is represented in the knockout stages of the Champions League. So, a few cheers there. So, will it be Bodø or Sporting?
Bodø. Obviously.
And I think one person cheered for my pronunciation as well, so I'm really happy about that. Okay, and then if we move down to Leverkusen or Arsenal?
We'll go Arsenal, yeah.
Arsenal?
Arsenal, yeah.
Okay, so then we are going to have a quarter-final of Bodø or Arsenal.
My dad won't be happy about this, but...
Bodø?
Yeah.
Bodø. Obviously.
I would love that. I would love that so much, by the way.
Obviously.
We would love that. Please. Okay, so, which of the bees is going to make the final?
You tell him. I can't say it.
Barca, I think.
I think it's going to have to be Barca, I'm afraid. The dream dies, but just for one more year. I'm sorry.
Only a couple of boos. Only a couple of boos. That wasn't too bad. I think they'll be happy with the semis, eh? Okay, so we got our first finalist there. Our legends think that Barcelona will make the final from that side. Okay, let's move across because we're going to look at the other side of the draw now, which obviously is the side that we are in. But we're going to start at the top. PSG, of course, the current holders of the Champions League, taking on Chelsea.
PSG?
PSG,
yeah.
PSG. No loyalty to the English teams.
I just think PSG have got enough to do what it takes to beat Chelsea. Yeah.
Très bien.
Okay.
That elegance.
Okay, then it'll be Galatasaray versus Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Okay, right, you've put an English team through. Okay, Liverpool. So then it'll be PSG versus Liverpool. What do we think?
PSG.
Yeah, I love that you two just speak in tandem now. Did you plan this, or are you reading each other's minds?
It's the link-up you didn't know you needed, PSG.
Okay, so you've moved PSG through. Right, we need to go to the other side of the draw. Let's start at the bottom now. The last Italian team in the Champions League, Atalanta, will take on Bayern Munich. Of course, Vincent Kompany's Bayern Munich. What do you think?
Vinny, isn't it?
Vinny all day long.
Bayern.
Vinny all day long?
Yeah,
Long live Vinny Kompany.
Go on, Vinny.
For at least
okay?
another round.
No Italian teams getting past that stage then. And then we go on to the big one. Real Madrid versus Manchester City.
Do we really have to answer that?
Come on.
No, shall we all do it? Right, hold on. 3, 2, 1.
City.
Thank you. Okay, then it'll be City versus Bayern Munich. So Vincent Kompany will return home to the Etihad Stadium. We will play Bayern Munich. Do you want to do a 3, 2, 1? 3, 2, 1. City! For you, by the way. I didn't know what was going to happen there. Okay, so then the semi-final will be PSG versus City. Okay, I'm going to let you talk this one out. This seems a tough one. Current holders.
I just feel like we spoke earlier, we feel like there's a bit of payback due, isn't it, Nedum?
Yeah, for sure. I think PSG beat City last year when they were at a weaker point. That's not going to be this season, so there's only one obvious answer, and that is City.
Yes! Right. So we have a Champions League final in Budapest. I'm sure a lot of you will be there because it is happening. City are taking on Barcelona. It's a cracking game, I already know that.
Yes.
Mystic Nedum, what happens?
Well, like I said, we're never wrong, so obviously it's a City win. Winning their second Champions League. Easy as that.
You got to back your team, right?
1000%.
That's all that matters.
The Guardiola derby.
Okay, well, let's see what everybody in here thinks. We'll do 3, 2, 1 again. Say either Barca or City. 3, 2, 1. City! Oh, there's nothing like a bit of bias. I love it. Thank you, Mystic Nedum. Thank you, Mystic Sean. So we have already predicted this. Take a picture of it, everybody. Screenshot this on your device. Come May, you will be blown away by how well we have done. Nedum Sean, thank you very much, everybody. Okay, so we are 15 minutes away from today's kick-off, 5:30 in the UK, 6:30 here in Norway. We're going to go back over now to Ellen Road to get the final thoughts of Kel and Michael Brown.
Here we are live at Ellen Road, and let me tell you, the stadium is filling up, the atmosphere is building, and behind me, our Manchester City boys in blue have just finished warming up.
Yeah!
Scaredy
Welcome
cat.
to pitchside, mate.
You gotta brave it.
You've got to be aware, right? Open your body up to play like this, right? Open your body up, shift it across. You're too square, aren't you? You got to, mate. What are you doing?
I braved it there.
Look.
It's just a bit of water, Michael. It's just a bit of water.
What's up here? Come on.
But they've just finished warming up. They've just headed back into the tunnel. As you say, just under 15 minutes till kick-off. How are you feeling now? I mean, as we're getting a little bit closer, Michael Brown.
How are you feeling?
Wet and nervous.
Yeah. The makeup's coming off, it's fine.
Please,
do you know what?
give away the
How am I
secrets.
feeling? Do you know, when you get to this stage now, it's nervous tension, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you know he is going to be lively.
Yeah.
The first few moments, you come out, the crowd will be right behind him. They'll be fierce. They're going to get right after Manchester City. The tempo will be really, really quick. And then they'll look for physicality. They'll try and sort of say, right, can we affect it? Can we put you under pressure?
Yeah.
Can we make you nervous? I've been in that Leeds United team against the Manchester City side where you know you're not as good. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
So from there, you just got to go, right, psychologically, I'm going to be tight with you. I'm going to put you under pressure and do everything you can like that. So it is just one of those, isn't it? You've got to take the ball, be confident, let that first 5 or 10 minutes settle in, and then take control. Back to front a little bit quicker with Donnarumma. We've got pacing behind. But it's another wonderful game. It's great to be here. It's good to have you, mate.
It's fantastic to be here. Also being just behind the camera on the Manchester City fans who are all, as you can hear, are singing in fine voice. We just saw Nico O'Reilly on our screen there, and we spoke about the midfield battle. He was speaking earlier in the week about how he's bringing a bit of physicality, he's enjoying the challenge, he can work off the ball. How impressed have you been with him in that role, obviously a position that you know so well?
Well, it's something that he's had to learn his credit with Pep Guardiola, understand the role, going in at left back and then drifting into midfield into different situations of how does he adapt, and now to be given the trust straight away, to be able to actually go and have that midfield area is fantastic to see. We've got a special guest. Look at this.
Well, please welcome. It's an absolute pleasure to welcome Alfie Haaland onto the show. Please, in the middle, I will. Thank you so much for joining us. How are we feeling about the game, first and foremost?
Well, it's a special place, obviously, for me and to Michael also, but hopefully we can get the 3 points. It's a pity that Erling's not playing, but I think that the guys can do the job today.
we've all been speaking about, and you know, the atmosphere at Ellen Road. How do you think City need to go about nullifying the crowd and imposing their game on the opposition today?
They're quite good at that, I think. You know, they don't really matter. I think they race to the occasion. I think they like that when it's a good atmosphere, you know, even in the away games. Yeah.
How are you enjoying the running, the challenge? Obviously, we sort of go up, then we go down, then we come back. This is exciting times. I was a player, you've been out there now and understand. We've just watched the players then find the little moments going into the dressing room. What's these situations like?
I've always seen City guys, you know, the last few years, you know. They're always up there. They know what they expect, you know, in the last few games of the seasons. And if they are in good shape coming now to March, obviously, as long as they're up there, they have a good chance, I think.
Obviously, every Manchester City fan's gutted not to see Erling part of the squad. We wish him a speedy recovery and hope he'll be back soon. But what another season he's having. I mean, I first just wanted to ask you, obviously, as his dad, how proud does it make you when you see what he does on the pitch and has done, breaking records, setting new standards? I mean, does he surprise you even sometimes, Alfie?
Of course he does, yeah. And he's, first and foremost, he's very sad not to play. Obviously, he was born here in Leeds. You know, lived his first few years here when I played at City, and he really wanted to play here because he thinks it's a special place for him. So it's really sad for that. But unfortunately, he got a small knock yesterday. I don't think it's that bad, which is good for us and City. But then again, we have you know, many more good players who get to shine today. So. Hopefully Mamouche and the guys will do the job.
We had Janin before, and I said he was giving you a bit of stick off camera. He was sort of saying the dad of, and you know, about something like all the questions you asked. But what I really liked, I've just done a lounge with you, haven't we? We had a little bit of a chat to how much you brought to these two football clubs, about what your sort of roles were and how good you were. What was a standout memory for you playing at Manchester City?
No, but both at Leeds and City. I think Erling's done more than I did at City. You know, he's there his fourth year. But I just, you know, just to play there, you know, the supporters. We didn't have a good team as we had as I have now, obviously.
That's easy now, isn't it? Look at them all good.
But it was still very special to play there, you know, and the old kickbacks we played in front of and stuff like that. So it was really special. Good supporters and a great club.
There's also a player that played with you while you're there, a young Sean Wright-Phillips. What was he like when he came onto the scene and trying to mark a young Shawnee?
I know, he's a fantastic young player, you know, when he came on, and so technical, so skillful, scored a lot of goals.
He used to go under your arm, didn't he?
I know,
he used to go and get tight to him, and he'd just snip under there, wouldn't he? He's away, he's gone, isn't he? He's on the floor, he's up, he's on it.
It was easy for him to dribble, you know, but the movement and the balance and you know, how he dribbled, it was really good.
And just finally, obviously, today's opposition, Leeds, they've really turned around their season. What have you made of the back half of their season and the fight to stay up?
I think it changed half-time at City, yeah? We thought it was going to be 5 or 6-0, you know, coming into the half-time when we played them, and then they just came out with a different team, and after that they believed in themselves, and they had a really good run. So hopefully they will stay up. Looks like it. So and they are a club that they can build, and they are their big club. So good owners. So and they have big plans for the stadium here. So
they will be. He's enjoying coming back to sunny Leeds because he's got this tan. I believe he's been skiing a lot. That's right. Are you any good?
4 days of skiing in Switzerland, which is good.
Beautiful. Finally, we're also live over in Norway for today's show, and we were joined by all our fans over there. It's such an exciting time for Norway as well. This generation of players, it feels that the potential there of what they could do is really exciting.
Well. Sports in Norway at the moment are rocking, and obviously a World Cup with the football is fantastic for us. So it's a long time coming, but we're really looking forward to the summer.
Alfie, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the game, and we'll see you soon. Thank you, Alfie. Thank you. Brownie, before we head back to Norway, I want your prediction for the game, please. Come on!
Oh, prediction. It's hotting up, isn't it? I'm sitting on the fence. I don't know what to say. Manchester City 2-1 win.
There we go. Wow, what a show.
What about you? Quick.
3-1. 3-1. Back to you guys in Norway. We'll see you at half-time. Come on.
I love Kel so much. Thank you so much to Kel. Thank you there to Brownie. And a big thanks to Alfie Haaland for joining us. You played with Alfie. He was saying there, of course, Brownie got the height joke in, didn't he, as always?
Well, you can't not get it in because I haven't grown much from that point anyway, so just got to take it and deal with it, really. Yeah.
So we got a 2-1 prediction from Brownie. We got a 3-1 prediction from Kel. We're going to speak to some of the fans here in Oslo. Score prediction for today, sir?
2-1. I'm going to go with Brownie's prediction.
Okay.
3-1.
You're going with Kel. Okay. Nedum?
I'm sitting next to you. I'm going to say 3-1 as well. I can feel the energy.
Okay, Shawnee.
Well, if Nedum's going to do that, I'm sitting next to Nedum, so I'm going to say 3-1 as well.
Obviously 3-1.
Oh, and I just like to be
3-1.
different. I'm just going to say 2-0 just to be different. And also, I believe in our astute defence currently as well. But we are a couple of minutes away now from kick-off. You'll get your full match commentary on the City app with Alistair Mann and Michael Brown, who are both at Elland Road. But quickly, Nedum, sum up for us in your nice, quickest, excellent punditry. What do you think is going to happen in the game?
He's more experienced than me.
Do you have quick?
You do it. You say something.
Well, I'm going to let you.
It's going to be a great day, a really tough game, but they're ready for it. They're ready for the battle. So let's see how it goes.
When are we not ready?
Please, after you, Nat.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you so much to everybody here in Carl's Bar in Oslo. We'll be back live at half-time and full-time. Over now to Elland Road, to Alistair Mann and to Michael Brown.
Thank you, Natalie. Absolutely brilliant stuff from Oslo. And I hope that we get the kind of drama that City on tour got the last time City faced Leeds, which was at the end of November. And the Blues ran out 3-2 winners with the goal in stoppage time by Phil Foden. Can we expect such drama today? Well, there's every reason to feel that we might. Will it be a late winner for City? Well, that would be wonderful. The City players are in the tunnel. Peter Banks, the referee, is just having some final instructions with the City skipper, Bernardo Silva. And in a moment, they will come out to this cauldron that is, of course, the famous Elland Road. City's pursuit of Arsenal has so far been exemplary. What had been a 7-point gap 6 weeks ago could again today be reduced to just 2 if the Blues can win here at Elland Road. That, though, is anything but a formality, given that Leeds' recent form has been hugely impressive as they've continued to gather the points necessary to keep them in the Premier League. Since City beat Leeds with a last-minute goal at the end of November, Leeds have lost just 2 games in their last 16, turning what had been a precarious position into one of encouraging optimism, with the relegation threat genuinely beginning to evaporate. Well, perhaps reflecting their recent positive performances, Leeds United boss Daniel Farke has kept faith with the same 11, which earned a very good draw at Aston Villa last week. It means that the Blues will have to break down a 5-man backline